施主，你印堂发黑，大劫将至，部长可否给我看看？皇上恕罪。
Chen Jiuluo, the leader of the Red Flower Society, asked the master to glance at his palm, but unexpectedly, the master mistook him for the emperor based solely on his palmistry. Despite Chen's insistence that he was just an ordinary civilian, the master firmly claimed that his palm clearly indicated he was of royal descent. This revelation made Chen recall his past. He was indeed the emperor's true brother, but to protect him from the struggles for imperial power, his mother changed his name to Chen Jiuluo and secretly sent him to the Red Flower Society under the leadership at that time. Now, with his identity exposed, Chen had no choice but to believe in the master's ability to see into fate and inquired about the impending calamity mentioned earlier. However, the master didn't explicitly reveal the impending disaster. Instead, he warned Chen that the one plotting against him was someone close, but the one who could save him was also close. Before Chen could ask further, a dragon dance troupe burst in, splashing Chen with gasoline. While he skillfully dodged, the master unfortunately got engulfed in flames and perished on the spot. As the assassins revealed themselves and attacked Chen, Fang Xiaoyu, who had recently joined the Red Flower Society, sensed trouble and leapt into action among the dragon dancers. Using props at hand, he fought off the attackers swiftly, forcing them to retreat. But the assassins regrouped with spears drawn, ready for another assault. Seeing this, Fang Xiaoyu eagerly engaged in the fight. Amidst the agile maneuvers, he disarmed the attackers and, at the same time, Chen fought a duel with the leader upstairs, slicing him in half and swiftly dealing with the leading assassin. As the attackers withdrew, Chen, to avoid potential traps, stopped his comrades from chasing them and decided to convene at the headquarters for discussion. The next day, at the society's meeting, during a discussion about recent events, a woman with a child approached Chen, seeking a name for her child. While conversing, she suddenly discarded a good luck charm and attacked. Luckily, Chen reacted swiftly, evading her strike. His comrades swiftly subdued her. Before any interrogation could take place, Yu Zhenhai, the former head's son, ignored Chen Jiuluo's attempt to stop him and killed the elderly woman on the spot. This puzzling action by Yu Zhenhai made the crowd suspicious. They speculated that the woman might have been an assassin sent by him, intending to assassinate Chen Jiuluo and claim leadership of the headquarters. Faced with these accusations, Yu Zhenhai picked up a knife. Seemingly ready to prove his innocence by taking his own life, Chen Jiuluo intervened to stop him, accidentally noticing an injured arm on Yu Zhenhai. This realization struck him immediately. Yu Zhenhai was the assailant who had attempted to assassinate him the previous day. However, lacking direct evidence, Chen Jiuluo couldn't convict him. At that moment, Yu Zhenhai's son publicly confessed that he had brought the woman into the Red Flower Society. This confession triggered Yu Zhenhai's anger, leading him to violently kick his own son in an attempt to distance himself. Seeing this, Fang Xiu couldn't bear it, rushing to save the child and harshly rebuking Yu Zhenhai as an ungrateful brute. However, this resulted in Chen Jiuluo chastising Fang Xiu for not understanding hierarchy within the society and insisted he thoroughly study the society's rules, leaving Fang Xiu deeply dissatisfied. He couldn't understand. Clearly, it was Yu Zhenhai who was wrong, but why was he the one being punished? Unexpectedly, Yu Zhenhai suddenly came to provoke him.
别以为你身为陈家洛的干儿子就很了不起。错，我了不起，绝不是因为我是陈家洛的干儿子，只因为我是方世玉。
As soon as this was said, both sides were on edge, the tension escalating. A battle was about to erupt. Fang Xiu was already furious, naturally showing no mercy, but to his surprise, Yu Zhenhai was quite skilled, managing to engage Fang Xiu equally. They exchanged moves, aiming directly for each other's weak points, yet the outcome was always unclear. Just then, Chen Jiuluo heard the commotion and hurried over. Yu Zhenhai realized he was in trouble and had to leave. Chen Jiuluo, in frustration, berated Fang Xiu, saying he wouldn't amount to much. This puzzled Fang Xiu even more. Both were clearly at fault, so why was he the only one always being punished? Upon hearing this, Chen Jiuluo mentioned that Fang Xiu had disappointed his efforts and turned away. His companions, witnessing this, quickly explained to Fang Xiu that Chen Jiaoluo valued him, hence allowing him to read the game rules. Only those well-versed in the rules could qualify as the future chief cabin owner. Fang Xiu, realizing the truth, suddenly understood. Yu Zhenhai came after him because he wasn't qualified to read the game rules, boosting Fang Xiu's confidence. He vowed not to disappoint Chen Jiaoluo's expectations, determined to ascend to the position of chief helmsman. Meanwhile, Chen Jiaoluo received a confidential report, deeply worried, reflecting on the past. Before being sent to the Red Flower Club, his mother handed him a brocade box containing his lineage, but on the way, -1 Dongjing warriors suddenly appeared and seized the box. According to the report, a few days later, the Dongjing warriors would pass by Li Creek and subsequently hand over the box to the court. Chen Jiaoluo knew that his true identity being exposed would cause chaos and disputes within the Red Flower Club. To prevent this, he instructed Fang Xiu and others to intercept the Dongjing warriors at Bai Li Creek and retrieve the box. Everyone, following Fang Xiu's lead, quickly headed to Bai Li Creek to lay in wait. After a while, a group of Dongjing people arrived by boat. Simultaneously, on the other side, a woman in red appeared on the water on a bamboo raft. Fang Xiu didn't want to harm the innocent and advised the woman to leave quickly. Little did he know, the woman was a Chuizi, the daughter of Sun Shi, the governor of Guangdong and Guangxi. She was there to meet with the Dongjing people to take the box. At this moment, members of the Red Flower Club noticed the Dongjing people closing in and immediately launched an attack. Both sides engaged in a fierce battle. The person holding the box swiftly approached a Chuizi. Fang Xiu, thinking he intended to harm her, stood in front, but inadvertently, a Chuizi was injured when the person was attempting to target Fang Xiu. Witnessing this, Fang Xiu swiftly made two decisive moves, ending the fight. Fang Xiu reached out to help and tie the pressure points for Huozi. Soon after, he realized that men and women shouldn't get too close. At that moment, all the Red Flower Society brothers were tragically killed by the Dongjing people. Fang Xiu saw he was outnumbered and carried Huozi to flee. The Dongjing pursued them, but Fang Xiu, unable to use martial arts, was struck with a pressure point attack. In their dire moment, a person in black suddenly appeared and saved them. Upon closer inspection, Fang Xiu recognized the rescuer as his own mother, Maya Kuihua. Mistaken by the Dongjing as a prominent hero, she kneeled and handed over the jewelry box. Huozi signaled, alerting the Dongjing, and a battle erupted once more. Unexpectedly, Maya Kuihua's martial arts suddenly failed, and she too was incapacitated by a pressure point attack from the Dongjing. All three were immobilized. Seeing the looming danger, Huozi gestured for the Dongjing to leave. Using the force of bees, Maya Kuihua successfully released the pressure points, rescuing Fang Xiu. Exhausted, they returned to the Red Flower Society. However, they were confronted by Yu Zhenhai. Maya Kuihua, unable to bear Fang Xiu's humiliation, drew her sword at Yu Zhenhai. As the situation escalated toward a major conflict, Chen Jiaoluo arrived, diffusing the tension. Meanwhile, Sun Shi decided to deliver the obtained jewelry box to the emperor. Upon leaving, he saw Huozi smiling at the sign dropped by Fang Xiu earlier. As it turned out, Huozi had fallen in love with Fang Xiu. All this was discovered by an undercover agent planted by Chen Jiaoluo, who later proposed to Chen Jiaoluo to have Fang Xiu pursue Huozi to obtain the jewelry box. While Chen Jiaoluo was hesitant, the situation became increasingly perilous. With the box about to fall into the hands of the emperor, and Yu Zhenhai eager to uncover its secrets, Chen Jiaoluo reluctantly agreed to the undercover plan. Unexpectedly, Fang Xiu staunchly opposed this plan. Having already married Lei Tingting and not wanting to betray this hard-earned relationship, just as he vehemently rejected the plan, Yu Zhenhai suddenly arrived, saying,
我去报。
This quip made Fang Xiu burst into laughter. To challenge Yu Zhenhai, he immediately agreed to Chen Jiaoluo's demand, promising to bring the jewelry box back to the Red Flower Society. He jestingly said,
要是你成功了，我替你擦鞋子；要是你失败了，我方世玉自废武功。
After making up his mind, Fang Xiu, along with Miao Kuihua, went to meet a Chuizi. Unexpectedly, a Chuizi straightforwardly asked Fang Xiu if he was willing to marry her. Fang Xiu was honest and said he'd agree on the condition of obtaining the lacquer box. Chuizi immediately accepted, inviting Fang Xiu to participate in a martial arts contest 3 days later, hosted by Sun Shi for her hand in marriage. When the time came, Fang Xiu confidently joined the contest and defeated all the wealthy contenders, ready to claim his prize. However, a mysterious figure, revealed as Lei Tingting, emerged and engaged Fang Xiu in combat. Witnessing this, Lei Tingting, filled with jealousy, started a scuffle with Chuizi. Fang Xiu, torn between the two, could only try to intervene. Seeing her husband not protect her, Lei Tingting was heartbroken and attempted suicide by jumping off the stage. But Fang Xiu managed to save her just in time. To avoid further conflict, Miao Kuihua knelt down, pleading with Lei Tingting to let Fang Xiu and Chuizi be together. Reluctantly, Lei Tingting gave in, wishing the couple happiness in their marriage. Late into the night, when they entered the bridal chamber, Fang Xiu proposed exchanging the box for intimacy, leaving Chuizi deeply hurt. Consequently, she left, leaving the box behind. Upon opening it, Fang Xiu discovered Chen Jiaolu's true identity. With his goal achieved, he took the box and planned to flee with Miao Kuihua and Lei Tingting from the governor's mansion. However, Sun Shi intercepted them, and at a critical moment, Chuizi arrived, threatening Sun Shi with death unless he released the three. Hastily, they raced back to the Red Flower Society but were pursued by Yu Jinhai's men. Forced to split up to escape, they managed to evade their pursuers and bring the box back to the Red Flower Society. Yet, just as Fang Xiu was about to hand the box to Chen Jiaoluo, Yu Jinhai intervened, prompting Fang Xiu to destroy the box in the fire to protect Chen Jiaoluo's secret. And fortunately, this allowed Yu Jinhai to accuse Fang Xiu of presenting a fake box, forcing him to publicly renounce his martial arts skills. Chen Jiaoluo, seeing the scene, personally stepped forward swinging his sword at Fang Xiu. Those slashes seemed to cut off his limbs, but only grazed the skin. The next day, Fang Xiu lay in bed recuperating from his wounds while Yu Jinhai took advantage and sent men to hunt him down. Seeing the situation, Li Gobang, a senior of Miao Kuihua, arranged for Fang Xiu and his mother to leave first while he stayed behind to hold off the pursuers. Single-handedly, he took down all of Yu Jinhai's men, but one of them used lime to obstruct his view. Seizing the moment, Yu Jinhai twisted Li Gobang's arm, forcing him to reveal Fang Xiu's whereabouts. At this critical juncture, Miao Kuihua returned, trying to rescue them, yet she wasn't a match for Yu Jinhai. In a moment of peril, Li Gobang stepped forward, taking a fatal blow meant for Miao Kuihua, sacrificing himself. Yu Jinhai, to force Fang Xiu out, captured Miao Kuihua, suspended her, and subjected her to humiliation and torture. Then, using Chen Jiaoluo's secret as leverage, he threatened to take over as the head of the Red Flower Society. Chen Jiaoluo initially intended to eliminate him, but Yu Jinhai had already prepared, holding all the members of the Red Flower Society hostage to coerce Chen Jiaoluo to step down. Forced to do so, Chen Jiaoluo had no choice but to cede the leadership position to Yu Jinhai. On the other side, when Fang Xiu woke up in the cave and learned about the situation, he immediately went to rescue his mother, vowing to wrest control of the Red Flower Society from Yu Jinhai.
是兄弟的话，就让出一条路来给我走，否则你们就别怪我。刀剑无情。
Fang Xiu took out several swords and covered his eyes. He didn't want to see his former brothers die by his hand. He swiftly attacked, leaving no armor unscathed. Under his assault, within moments, half the men lay on the ground. He didn't stop, pursuing further, creating a path of blood in the narrow alley. When he saw no one dared to challenge him, he removed the blindfold, intimidating them with his gaze, then headed towards Miao Kuihua. By this time, Miao Kuihua had been hanging there for days, tortured beyond recognition. When Yu Jinhai saw Fang Xiu approaching with a fierce aura, he mocked him, saying he was like a pile of mud, destined to be trampled underfoot. Fang Xiu, with confidence, retorted,
我头顶天，脚踏地，你有能力踩得住我吗？你就让
Saying this, Fang Xiu launched the attack, seizing the neck of Yu Jinhai's henchman and bringing him down. He then climbed up, intending to rescue Miao Kuihua, but Yu Jinhai intercepted to hinder Fang Xiu's martial arts. He targeted Miao Kuihua, forcing Fang Xiu to protect his mother while facing the opponent. Soon, they both fell to the ground together with Miao Kuihua. As Miao Kuihua was about to lose her footing and hang to death, Fang Xiu decisively stepped forward. Using his body to support the stool that was holding Miao Kuihua, he also subdued the lackeys coming towards him with his feet. Taking advantage of the situation, Yu Zhenhai kidnapped Miao Kuihua, threatening to kill her in front of Fang Xiu. Though Fang Xiu rushed forward, he dared not rashly attack Yu Zhenhai. This made Yu Zhenhai more arrogant. He kicked Fang Xiu down from a height. With his mother's life at Yu Zhenhai's mercy, Fang Xiu felt powerless. In order to save Miao Kuihua's life, he had no choice but to repeatedly approach Yu Zhenhai. And during the beatings, seeing Fang Xiu being trampled and humiliated by Yu Zhenhai, Miao Kuihua couldn't bear it any longer. She headbutted the back of Yu Zhenhai's head, allowing Fang Xiu to knock him down. Then, Fang Xiu tied the rope around Miao Kuihua to his waist. The mother and son duo teamed up, launching a coordinated attack. They used the ultimate technique, Shadowless Hand, taking advantage of Yu Zhenhai's confusion to punch him several meters away. Subsequently, Fang Xiu pursued him, delivering a powerful punch that sent Yu Zhenhai flying onto the boss's seat. Miao Kuihua, overwhelmed, fell from a height. Fortunately, Lei Tingting and Huizi, quick on their feet, caught her. Having helped each other at the governor's mansion, Lei Tingting and Huizi reconciled their differences. They decided to stay by Fang Xiu's side from then on. After this incident, Fang Xiu saw through the cruelty of the martial world and no longer aspired to be the head of the gang. He decided to leave the Red Flower Society and return to his hometown with his mother and wife to live a simple life selling fabric. They released Chen Jiaoluo, whom Yu Zhenhai had previously imprisoned, and then rode away. That wraps up this episode's content. See you in the next one.